Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Matt Lewis, and welcome to this video on building an outrageously successful practice as a massage therapist. Now I know that isn't the norm. Most massage therapists we've seen struggle in practice, and statistics seem to prove that it happens nearly everywhere. I've read that the average career length of a massage therapist is just a few years. That isn't long enough to pay for the cost of school, much less make a good income. And if that wasn't scary enough, here in Florida there's massage franchises opening up all over the place. They've been wildly successful, making a lot of money for the owners, and $15 an hour for the massage therapists. Yet right down the street from these busy franchises are independent massage therapists that are looking for new patients and struggling to pay the bills. You ever get the feeling that everybody else knows something that you don't, and there's just no way to make enough money as a massage therapist? I know exactly how you feel because I went through the same thing as a chiropractor. A few years out of school working for low-paying jobs, it seemed like I had two options: keep on working at low-paying jobs, or give up and do something else. That was one of the most frustrating and unhappy times of my life. I was good at being a chiropractor and enjoyed doing it. It just seemed impossible to make a good living. Sound familiar? Well, I have great news. There is another option, but I didn't know about it, and you might not either. It turns out I really had three options: work at low-paying jobs, give up and do something else, or copy what successful doctors were doing until I was successful too. And that is a key lesson right there. If you do what successful people are doing, you can be successful too. I wasn't even aware of that until I learned it from Tony Robbins. I thought successful doctors with big practices had other advantages like rich parents, trust funds, special talents, great personalities, great contacts, or something else that I not only didn't have, but could never get. It turns out that a lot of them did have advantages, but that isn't what made them successful. What I learned was the reason they were doing better than me was because they'd learned additional skills that I didn't have. Well, I was pretty excited when I learned that. I knew I wasn't likely to ever have celebrity endorsements, win the lottery, or have rich parents, but I knew I could learn new skills. My excitement didn't last long, though. I realized I didn't even know where to go to learn those skills, or which skills I needed to learn. I knew that I needed somebody to teach me something, I just didn't know who or what. My life felt like a big jigsaw puzzle. You know those 1,000-piece puzzles cut in funky shapes all mixed up in a box? Only it felt like my pieces were all turned upside down, making it practically impossible to put together. Sound familiar? I have good news though. I figured out how to put the puzzle together, had a great career, and that same plan will work for a massage therapist. So let me show you how I fit the puzzle together so you can have a great career too. First, I want you to imagine that you've got 1,000 pieces all mixed together in a box. Those pieces are a metaphor for your life and your practice. They make a pretty picture when they're put together, but right now everything is all jumbled up and confusing. Now, if you want to put a puzzle together, what needs to happen? Of course, the first thing we need to do is take those pieces out of the box, right? No way we can fit them together one piece at a time. And then once they're out of the box, we need to turn them over so we can see what's on them. Once they're turned right side up, we can start to group colors together to make it even easier. But what's the most important thing about building a puzzle that makes it so much easier to build? As every child knows, the most important thing is the top of the box, because that's the picture of what the puzzle's going to look like when it's done. Can you imagine how hard the puzzle would be if they didn't show you what it looked like? And of course, once you know what it looks like and you have all the pieces right side up, putting a puzzle together isn't hard at all, is it? It just takes time. So let me ask you, does your career feel like you have all the pieces sorted and the box top available? Or does it feel like you're missing the box top? Some of the pieces are upside down and even missing. If you're not busy and you're struggling to pay the bills, the problem isn't that massage is a low-paying profession, there's too much competition, people don't value it, or any of the other dozens of excuses we hear every day. The biggest problem is the puzzle isn't set up for success. you're probably missing some pieces and you can't see the top of the box. It's not you. It starts that way for everybody. When we graduate, we all tend to have big piles of puzzle pieces and only a vague idea of what it's supposed to look like when it's done. You ever notice that doctors are nearly always successful and make lots of money? In fact, when was the last time you saw a doctor's office with a 50% off going out of business sale? The rest of the economy can be dropping like a rock, but doctors are still doing well. Here's their big secret. They have the box top, and they have people to arrange all the pieces of the puzzle for them. It's not that what they do is more important than massage. There's more benefits to a massage than most drugs, in my opinion. It isn't because they spend more time with patients. Everybody knows you wait for the doctor for hours and then see them for 3 minutes. It isn't because the doctors have better personalities. We've all heard stories about docs with a lousy bedside manner. It isn't because they're cheaper. We've all heard about the high cost of healthcare. It isn't because what they do feels better. Often what they do even hurts. Amazingly, they do better in business and have a great income while they do painful procedures, are more expensive, don't spend time with patients, often have unpleasant side effects, and may even have a lousy bedside manner. Think about that. How did massage therapists end up working for $15 an hour with better results? Better satisfaction, lower fees, no side effects, while spending more time with their patients. I don't know about you, but that makes no sense to me until you realize the big secret that the doctors have. They have the box top. Not only that, the pieces are numbered, so all they have to do is fit them together. They don't even have to see the picture. It's really that simple. And that's why you don't see 50% off signs or doctors' offices going out of business. They don't have a better service than you do. They just have a better system. And that's one of the biggest life lessons I ever learned. So I decided to do like Tony Robbins said. I found successful doctors and tried to copy them. I say tried because no matter how much I learned about what they were doing, I only had a few pieces of their puzzle. Then one of my successful friends told me his secret. He didn't make these things up or just try to copy somebody else. He had a coach to show him exactly how to put his puzzle together. And that's another doctor's secret. They're not business wizards. In fact, most of them are too busy with medicine to know anything about business at all. They just do what their coaches tell them. So that's what I did. I hired a coach for the bargain price of $6,000 a year and did what he told me. I'm serious when I say $6,000 was a bargain price. I made a lot more than that once I knew the system. In fact, I paid that $6,000 off in just a few months, so it really was a bargain. I'd never had a business coach, and you probably haven't either, so let me tell you how it helped. They took that confusing mess of pieces that I had in a box, spread them out, organized them, and then showed me the box top. Then I built a busy practice and had a great income. Some of the pieces of the puzzle that they helped me with were patient referrals, scheduling, raising fees, advertising, report of findings, promotions, events, doctor referrals, multiple appointments, insurance billing, collections, assessments, history, intake form, reassessments, wellness care, cluster booking, follow-ups, screenings, workshops, and a whole lot more. I didn't stop there either. I found several other coaches that specialized in different areas and learned from them too. As a result, my practice went from 4 to 5 patients a day up to 100 patients a day. It just didn't make me busy, it totally transformed my life in every way. Of course, the income was great too, but that wasn't the best part. The biggest reward was a happy, satisfying life helping other people. It was also a much better experience for the patients, and they were much happier, but that's a story for another day. Now you might be saying, I didn't even know what a lot of those pieces you mentioned were, and that's exactly my point. Business owners can get away with paying massage therapists $10 to $15 an hour because so many therapists don't have all the pieces or even know what the puzzle's supposed to look like. That was my message when I would lecture to massage schools up until about 2005. In 2005, I did a Google search and realized that while I had a lot of great practice management and business coaches to choose from as a chiropractor, Massage therapists didn't have many options at all, and nobody was teaching them all the advanced doctor skills I'd learned. So I enlisted the help of Dr. Rennie Edelson, one of my coaches and mentors, and from 2005 to 2011, we created the Massage Docs business system. We took the best procedures and techniques that the doctors used to build busy practices and adapted them for massage therapists. It isn't a few cheap tricks or some fancy advertising. It's a complete system that can turn a struggling new graduate into a professional with a great income. Virtually any massage therapist can be successful now. All they have to do is follow the recipe. That goes for you too. You can have a great income, be outrageously successful, and all you have to do is follow the plan outlined in the Massage Docs business system. There's nothing else like it for massage therapists. Nothing else even comes close. So if the pieces to your puzzle are all mixed up, and you aren't as successful as you want to be, what we're offering today is a free strategy session, which is a live phone call with us so we can help you determine what's been keeping you from success and outline a plan to help get you there. We've seen or experienced just about every situation that's possible and worked through them. So if you feel stuck, we've probably already figured out how to get unstuck. Our normal fee for a phone consultation is $250 an hour, but this hour won't cost you a penny. So if what I said makes sense to you and you want to move to the next level, schedule your strategy session now. Here's some final thoughts. You can never make up the time you wait to invest in yourself. As one of my mentors told me years ago, you can never go wrong investing in yourself. I've certainly found that to be true. I made bad choices investing in stocks and so on, but all the money I ever spent on myself was well worth it. If you don't do this, what are you going to do to put money in your pocket next week? This is your opportunity to take the gift that you have for the world and make a good income too. Or you can keep doing what you're doing. Either way, your life and career is the result of what you design, and we wish you the best. We're looking forward to talking to you soon. By the way, there's only a few of us and 300,000 massage therapists in the United States alone, so we can only take a limited number of these strategy sessions each week. Schedule yours soon before all the spots fill up.